Look at it! God, look at the size of me. What's happening? Right, can you all see us or what? It's like, it's Groundhog Day, I know. Right, Amanda's too small. Let me sort her out. Hang on a minute. You're too small. Well, I'm too big. I need to be smaller. If I can everybody see us or what? They're probably a bit behind. Right, let me sort this out because we've had a bad time. Look, we haven't even got a what's it on there. No, that's not. Look at it. It's all up the creek. What have you done? Does it? We're having a nightmare tonight. We haven't even started. Oh, there you go. That's better. Right. Hello, everyone. I can't see what you're saying, but she can. What do you mean you can see everything? Why is my head 4 times bigger than yours? I could either make you bigger or make myself smaller. I'm going small. Hello, how are you? You can't see me, can you? Hello. I'm a gnome. I've got no gnome to go to. Right, hang on a minute. Let me make me a bit bigger. Oh, so unprofessional. Look, I'm a floating head. What? I'm just fiddling with myself. Hang on. I often do that, especially on YouTube. Right, hang on a second. What? Don't tell anyone. Oh, look, I'm still tiny. They can't hear you. You can hear Amanda. Not at all. Can anyone... ask them if they can hear you. Well, I can. Let's try
You
that.
ask them because they can't hear me.
Can you hear her now? Say something.
Hello. Testing.
You should be able to hear her.
Look, it's Tom Thumb.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully we're not echoing as
Guessing
well.
the trolls blocked me.
I'm guessing the trolls blocked you.
Now they can hear me.
They can hear you. Is the sound all right?
Can you
Are
hear
we
me?
echoing? Then...
Oh, God. Are we echoing? I hate that echo.
No,
It ruins the whole show,
I
doesn't
don't
it?
think we're echoing. Are we echoing? Hello, hello.
Oh, hello.
I'm going to do a party piece in a minute. Sod this. Somebody else can't hear Amanda now.
No.
Kazza can't hear you. Wait a minute.
Kaz, try refreshing it. Maybe we need to move this. Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Maybe you're quiet, but you are turned up and you are coming through.
Well, I'm normally... Let me move that. What about now?
All good. Well, hang on. I'm just going to check on YouTube on my mobile phone. I still look little fat squat bloke. You look like a slim, gorgeous blonde. Isn't it funny how the camera lies? Right. Right, we're better. It's fine. They say we're fine. Okay, here we are. Finally, look, my arms disappear off the side. So this is another view. I'm Calder. She's Amanda. Just to check, you're Amanda, aren't you?
Last time I looked.
Yeah, and that wasn't long ago, was it? You were looking in the bloody mirror.
I'm always looking in the mirror. No, I'm not. That's a lie, actually.
Yeah. Amanda is a little bit...
Quite a little bit quiet.
No, a little bit echoey. I don't know how to fix that. I just do not know what to do. No, I have no idea. It's so tough. We can't. Your microphone settings aren't good, are they? That's the problem.
Are they not?
No. We're all much better now. You'll have to speak up. Right, before we start, we're going to talk about ourselves, because that's what we like to do. But also, if you want to call in, we've got the phones working. Touch wood.
You think?
I think so. The number's 0203 286 2886. I'm quieter. What about now? Is that better? Oh, hang on a minute. I'll tell you what I do. I'll turn my microphone right up. Is that better? Nice and loud now, are we? I'm quieter than you, apparently. Now. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? What's, no, it's okay.
We did do this earlier on this afternoon as well, and it was fine.
I'm all right now. It was fine.
Now...
Well, it was fine for us. Always fine for us, isn't it? Anyway, right. So what we're going to do is talk about where we've been, because we have been... we started this show bloody months ago, and life got in the way. Things changed. We both have had our share of things going on.
Yes.
You got a new knee.
I've got a new knee.
Is it working now?
It's working.
How, show us. Do the knees up, Mother Brown.
I can't do that.
What?
I can't do that.
Can you walk all right, or do you go around in circles?
No, I can walk all right.
Can you? That's handy.
Yeah.
Can you?
It's painful in the mornings because if I don't keep it moving about, it stiffens up and then it gets really, really painful.
It happens to me in the mornings as well. Honestly, every morning. Sorry. I know I'm going to get told off for being rude, aren't I? I am just a bit, you know. I'm afraid that's what I'm like. It's my schoolboy humour. I don't like being this small. I feel like I'm just a head. Anyway, we're going to talk about what we've been up to. So you've got half an hour. What you been doing? I'm gonna
Half an
smoke.
hour.
Oh, have
It
a
won't
lonely
take
one.
that. It won't take that long. I am going to smoke though. Um.
Me too.
So, I don't know where to start really.
Try the beginning.
I have been. I
Oh,
don't
shut
know
up.
where the beginning is.
I'm going to turn the microphone off and shut up. Go on.
I've been about, but I've been keeping out of things as much as I have until just like the last couple of days. I've just been keeping out of it because I've come off of my medication. Yes.
Okay.
I didn't do it how I should have done it. So, I'm not here to tell anybody to do what I did. Do not do what I did because I ended up in hospital.
Ouch.
It wasn't good. I've not had a good time of it. The reason I did it is because I'm just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm just blowing up like a balloon. And I've had enough. So I was like, right, I'm going to go. That's it. I've had enough of this. I'm coming off the medication. I bought those fat burning pills.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've got my daughter's running machine in here.
Nice.
And I got all this fruit and everything. I was like, I'm gonna go on a proper health one. I'm gonna make these shakes because I already had a shake maker.
Okay.
Whatever you call it. So yeah, that's what I was gonna do. So I come off medication, started the pills, started doing the shakes.
Yep.
And everything was fine for the first few days. And then all of a sudden I just crashed completely. And it wasn't good. Wasn't pleasant. Never ever ever do that. Always go to your doctor first and seek advice. If you want to change your medication or come off your medication, whatever, you need to see your doctor first. Because otherwise you will end up in hospital like I did. So yeah, there you go. However, I've just about I'm coming out of that. I haven't gone back on the medication, but what I have found is that I tried antihistamines because I had really bad withdrawal with, itching. It's like that's a withdrawal effect apparently. Yeah, my whole body is like constantly like this. So I tried some antihistamines, and what I found was that as well as taking away the itching, they helped with the anxiety.
Okay.
So, and I realised that because I had a week's worth, and then that week ended, and I didn't take any more antihistamines, and then within like the next day or 2 days later, the anxiety hit me again, and I was like, oh my God, and the itching, but the anxiety, so I bought some more antihistamines, and I'm just on them at the moment, and they are helping. Do tell what fat burning pills were they? Something 5. It's all right, I'm just answering Kaz's.
No, I'm listening. I'm intrigued. Where are we going with this? What's happened?
F5 or something like that they're called.
What's the upshot? Are you back on your pills? You're back on your medication?
No.
You're still on the fat burning pills?
No.
Okay. You're out of hospital?
No, I've stopped them for a little while.
Yep.
I'm out of hospital, obviously.
Okay. Obviously.
I've been just taking the antihistamines one a day.
Yep.
I'm leaving the fat burning pills alone for the minute because they do raise your heart rate, which can give you the feeling of having anxiety, which I don't need at the moment. So I'm not drinking like 10,000 cups of tea a day. And the tea, I have 1 cup of normal tea in the morning, and then the rest of the tea I'm drinking herbal tea. So that's really good, really nice. I've been out on a woodland walk.
Nice.
That was absolutely fantastic.
See any
really
squirrels?
Peaceful and relaxing. No, I didn't see any squirrels.
Little Red Riding Hood?
No.
Any bears? Okay.
No.
No teddy bears having a picnic, nothing. All right.
No.
Okay.
I did record it, so it will go up on one of my channels at some point in the near future. I've been getting over to the allotment more than normal.
Yeah.
but only to feed the chickens, really. I've only been dealing with the chickens. I haven't been doing any gardening or anything. So
How many
I'm
chickens
getting
you
there
got?
slowly.
How many chickens you got?
I've got 18 hens
Have
and
you?
three boys.
Do you eat chicken?
I do eat chicken,
How can you
yes.
look them in the eyes? How can you go down there and say, "Mummy's here. I just ate one of your relatives"? How can you eat? How can you keep chickens and eat them? Have they all got names? Have they got names? Okay. Yeah, well, probably the best way if you're going to scoff them. Have you ever eaten any of your own
No, I
chickens?
don't know. No,
No?
I haven't, and I'm not going to.
Okay.
I eat the eggs, but no, I wouldn't
Okay.
eat the chicken.
So where are we now? You've done the allotment. You've been to. Where are you now?
Bees. I'm getting back into doing my bees.
Mhm.
On was it Wednesday? Yeah, Wednesday evening I went and picked up a new nuke of bees,
Yep.
and I've used that nuke to, or a frame of brood from that nuke
Okay.
into a little tiny swarm that you don't know what I'm talking
You
about. Look at
should
your
have your
face.
own
You're like,
show, shouldn't you? Jesus. That's all right.
okay, I'm
I'm
going to shut
just
up
chewing my
now.
right arm off. No, I'm not. Okay, carry on. I'm really interested. Everybody wants to know where you've been, what you've been up to. Go on.
That's it, really. Yeah. So
Okay.
no, I have been watching some things going on YouTube, and
We'll
I've
talk
just been
about that.
staying out of it.
We'll talk
Yeah,
about that in a
we'll go
minute.
on
We'll have
to
a good,
that
good,
because I'm
good
not
old
playing out
chinwag
anymore.
about that in a minute. Whew.
Ooh.
Yes, very cool. Just in the woods. Who's just in the woods? What does he do in the woods? Makes you wonder. Okay. Shall I tell you what I've been up to?
She sells from Sainsbury's in a packet. Okay. Oh, right, the chicken.
The chicken. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if they had names. Um, would you like to know what I've been up to?
No.
Okay. Nothing. No.
I'm joking. Go on.
I've had a lovely, calm couple of months. Really quite nice. Chilling with my children. What else have I been doing those couple of months? Not a lot. Did a few videos, put them up. And then, as I said in my video on my channel, I kind of hit a situation where I developed anxiety a couple of weeks ago now.
Yeah, it seems like we've kind of swapped roles a
We
bit,
have
doesn't
swapped
it?
roles. I'm a gibbering wreck and you're all right now.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but yeah.
But yeah, I went to the doctor's, got some pills. I'm a bit anxious this evening, actually. It's not so bad. But it's taking it away. But my God, never suffered it in the past. Well, I have, but not like that. Not out of the blue, you know. Not for kind of pretty much no reason. So I had to go to the doctor, get pills. Got to go back to get checked, make sure my heart's still working. But I've lost 2 stone, nearly 2.5 stone now in 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So bollocks to the fat burning pills. Just get yourself a bit anxious.
Yeah,
Stop eating.
anxiety will do that for you.
I'm eating tuna. I've gone into ketosis where my body burns the fat. And if you get on the right diet, you don't eat any carbs or you eat very little carbs, your body will keep burning the fat. And I've seen it all go from my face and my belly's like a third of the size now. I haven't got boobs anymore. I don't need a bra anymore. I didn't need one in the first place, but I look like I did. It's just amazing. And I wouldn't say like I would wish this on anybody, but my God, for how I feel, springing my step, you know, I can walk around a lot faster. The tablets they gave me also lift depression, and I've realised that I've been in mild depression for about, God, 4 years maybe. Yeah, easily 4 years, mild depression.
Wow.
Went through, because like, you know, I mean, went through a court case for my children, which is, there's nothing sinister there. I didn't do anything wrong. It was a standard court case. Went through a court case for 2 years, trying to, you know, work out custody of their children, of which I got half in the end anyway. So clearly I didn't do anything wrong. And that kind of sparked it, I think. And I just sat in that level of depression up until I started these tablets. And now I feel a lot lighter, a lot happier. I'm really looking forward to getting back to my old self. And just, I used to laugh and everything all the time. And I still have a laugh, but it's noticeably less than it was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I would cry once a week with laughter about something, you know. And I need to be that person again. So here I come. I'm coming back. So that's my life. Bit of anxiety.
I have to just say the anxiety, right? So, as a lot of you know, I was on medication, and I've been on medication for a couple of years, and that took away all that anxiety and all that sort of stuff. So it had been a couple of years since I actually felt it
Mm.
as I used to feel it before the medication.
Yep.
Then when I stopped the medication and it came back, it was like I literally was paralysed. I couldn't move from
Mm.
my bed. I was paralysed and I couldn't work out. Like, and I felt sick with it. I had headache, and my shoulders started because all my body was tensed up again.
Yep.
So my shoulders started, my neck. I was getting headaches. I didn't know whether I wanted to throw up or whether I was hungry, or I just couldn't. And I was just like, Jesus, I'd forgotten what it felt like.
Well, what mine did to me, when I was 40, I'm 51 now. When I was 40, I decided I had a bit of a temper as a kid, and through a 25-year relationship, it was a bit tumultuous. I don't know. It was a bit wild. We were nasty to each other, and both had tempers. And I decided at 40 to work on my temper and get rid of it, and I did. It was totally gone. But when this anxiety hit me 2 weeks ago, or whatever it was, I just had a day where I was in rage, absolute fury, and just saying things I shouldn't have said. And that's when I realised I needed help, because it is changes in you. What I have is constant panic attacks, constant flutters, and at the moment they are starting to die down. The tablets have helped a lot, but this evening I had it as well, and it's like a feeling of doom. I'm all right now, but it's like a feeling of doom inside. It's like, ugh. It's like I can't explain what it's like. But I'm going to stay on these tablets a while, because they're quite safe, and people are on them all over the place. So I'm going to give it a go,
Yeah,
especially if they lift your mood.
yeah.
Sertraline, they're called,
Oh, right,
and
okay.
the standard
Are you
dose.
still on the propranolol ones?
They aren't so fantastic. They make me a bit jittery. So they're a bit like Valium. You take them when you get worried, and I've only got those until these ones work. These won't kick in for about 6 to 8 weeks. They start working, but they don't kick in properly for about 6 to 8 weeks. So, but anyway, that's me. I'm all right. I'm okay. Happy.
Right, let's have a look.
Let's have a look. What's
See
going
who's
on?
in the chat.
Pills
We've
take
got
away the real person. Kaza, I used to think that. I used to think that all the time and look down on pills. They don't take away the real person at all. I'm still here. I'm still the same. I'm actually better than I was before. Much better. Much happier.
I think it depends what pills they are. Some do, some don't.
Probably.
I definitely feel more like in the world, if you know what I mean. Since I've stopped the medication, I feel more
Yeah. Alert. I don't feel any different.
not alert and in like more like the world's I'm part of it rather than it's just going on around me.
Weird, isn't it? As a person, I feel exactly the same. My thoughts are the same. I tend not to overanalyze things now. I just think bollocks to it. That helps. I still think, but before, when I used to think, I used to think of a dozen things at once, and now I just think of like one or two at once, and I can work things out properly rather than your head just swimming. But it was a bad situation I was in, quite a strange situation. But it's all right now.
Yeah.
It's all right now. It's okay.
Well, I want to address some of the chat. I want to just say hello to everybody.
Go on,
We've got Live or Die, Helen C, Kazza Smithy, Justin the Woods, MS1, Explosive Joseph, Helen Baby, Kelly Davies.
Hello,
Trying
Kelly.
to go up. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. All three of them are there. We'll get comments on this video. Only 186 views. Apparently
so
we're
yes,
both
it's
looking
like the old gang is back together.
Lovely.
Cold and Amanda both look really well. Thank you. More connected. Both looking well. Thank you. Oh, Gizmo. Gizmo's here as well. Hello, Gizmo. There's and Bullshit Radar. So,
just one other thing. I've talked about this weight loss, right? And I'm keeping it up. You're going to join me, aren't you? And have a go. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what we'll do, we will make sure we do another show at least in the next 2 weeks. Hopefully next weekend, but we'll try for the next 2 weeks. So if not this Saturday or Sunday, next Saturday or Sunday. Yeah?
Right,
And
I've lost the weight, but
weigh yourself tonight. Write it down. I'll
I
do
have
the
to get,
same.
yeah, I have to get my scales working.
And we don't have to tell them what we weigh because I'm like 30 stone. And I'm not really.
Well, yeah, because otherwise they're going to know, like, if we're...
They
What?
call them happy people. Nothing. So I just remembered something. I just remember. Nothing.
What's the matter with you?
Oh. I'm not
Something
sure I
sick
should
with him.
say. I'm not sure I should say. It's not even that funny. Oh. Gizmo's here
What are
next
you
weekend.
laughing at?
I was on a date.
What,
I
sorry?
was on a date.
Okay.
I was on a...
You see that?
I shouldn't say it.
Laughing.
Well, they'll remain anonymous. They don't know I'm here on YouTube. So I was on a date. Oh dear, a month or two back.
Yeah.
And I sat there, really nice lady. And she said to me, I used to be 30 stone. I had a gastric bypass. And I'm thinking, oh, no, that was just, it was just funny. It was funny at the time. That was all it was. That was all it was.
Oh.
I remember sitting there trying to keep a straight face. I don't laugh
What's
at
this?
people's illnesses, right?
I've got to read this. I've got to read this. This comment.
What?
So, Anti-Gangs, the Black God,
Black God.
has, as he was touted all last week, played the trolls at their own game and showed up Sparkles and Helen Baby for their true intentions. I see Helen Baby has blocked me now.
Wow.
Okay, I hope hey, lovely.
Thing about it is,
we'll get onto that subject.
yeah, but I don't think they've got any true intentions. But anyway, okay. So I shouldn't laugh at gastric bypass. It was just funny on a date. I just thought, what am I going to find under there? Do you know what I mean? So we didn't have a second date. Anyway, I'm going to smack the fag.
Right, so
Yes.
that's what we've been up to. That's why we've not been on.
What are we doing now, though?
We're gonna have a little break, put a song on.
Are we?
Yes.
What, now? Okay.
Yeah. And then when we come back
yeah.
in 2 minutes, we will go on to the next subject.
Okay.
Would you like to know what the next subject is?
Do you want to phone me in the break so you can tell me? No, tell me now. Tell me now. Why do you need to phone me? You're just there. Look, there you are. Oh, look.
Right, the next subject, okay.
Yes.
Now, the next subject is going to be
Yes.
online trolls.
Online trolls. Okay, sounds good to me. What would
However,
you...
can I just point out,
Yes. I'm going to have a cup of tea.
any dramas going on in the chat, the people causing them will be timed out. They'll be blocked. I'm in charge of the chat.
Yep.
And I will block anybody who starts causing drama.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. That sounds good to me. I'm not arguing with you. Oh, no. Where's she gone?
Who are you looking for?
Hey, who am I looking for? The lady with
Is it Madonna?
The lady with the gastric bypass. You know what? I've got to be honest with you about Madonna. Something happened.
What?
Well, something happened there with Madonna. It's a live version, but it's okay. But I thought, right, we were going to play this. No? It's a bit quiet. Let's turn her up. No? Okay. Bollocks to it. You want a bit of Madonna? We'll be back after this. it borderline? Well, I don't know when this finishes. I think we'll say it's done. That was the best version I could find. I couldn't nick the original because I think they'd do us for it. And I haven't been done for so long. She had thick shins. Oh, stop it. Madonna was gorgeous. Wasn't she? She was gorgeous in her time.
Madonna was, I liked Madonna when I was younger, yeah. Well, I still like Madonna.
Crazy for you. God. So what do you think to karaoke? Should we do a bit of that? You like that, don't you? No? You don't like karaoke? Is it shit?
I can't sing, so.
Well, nor can I.
But you can sing better than I can.
Probably not. Let's see. Not sure, you know. Oh. That's no good. My God. I can't find anything to sing to. It's not a sing-song show anyway, so... But you know what? Oh, fuck it. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
I love this. This is more than 33 years old, Helen. Are we live? Shit! Hang on, punchline's coming up.
What have you done to me?
Got rid of you. I don't know, you've moved. I'll move you back in a minute.
If you need me, call me. No matter where you are, no matter how far, just call my name. I'll be there in a hurry. On that you can depend and never worry. No wind, no rain, no rain. Oh, winter's cold. Can't stop.
I've got to move you. Stop it. You've moved yourself. Hang on. Best bit's coming up. It is. Might take a while. Oh yeah. Oh, bollocks to it. I give up. Honestly. Oh no. No? Okay. All right. Sorry. I've always wanted to be famous. Right. Hang on a minute. Wait there. Let me fix you. I don't know why you've disappeared. Oh, I've just moved everything about. Right. Let's move you. You're a bit bigger now. Let's make you a bit. I don't know. You might be a bit bigger. Let's have a look. Are you too big?
Yes.
Are you? Get those diet pills out, love. Right. Hang on. Let's make you a bit bigger.
Sod.
Sod. Most people call me another name. Right. Okay. How's that? Is that better? Are we normal now? You're still a little larger than me, but that's okay. Right. Let's move on.
I'm actually watching the chat, or just a sort of watching the chat on my phone now because it's easier to.
Carl's Crapola says, I will leave though if I'm upsetting anyone with pointing out things to look at. Carl, you stay. Everybody's got a right to say something. You can give us a call as well, mate, if you want. If you really want to talk about what you want to talk about, it's 0203 286 2886. Talk to us. We want to hear what you've got to say. Amanda has been watching the internet for the last month. I haven't. I gave up with it, really. Did a bit of video myself. So what's going on? Trolls.
Right. What's going on is.
Oh no, I'm not.
Do you know what I found very interesting? When you stay out of things and you just sit back and watch, you can see much clearer what's going on and who's causing it. So that's what I did basically. I stayed out of it because, not for that reason, but because, as I said, my anxiety was back. I wasn't in a place to be trolled myself, so I just stayed away.
Yeah.
So it happened when Brian Harvey came back and started putting some, more videos out and stuff like that, and then you started to see people making content continuously about him, whilst claiming that he should be mindful of his followers having mental health issues and being vulnerable people.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me, but isn't he a vulnerable person?
I don't know. I mean,
What do you mean you don't know?
well, no, I'm not saying I don't know. Of course, he is a vulnerable person.
He has mental health
We-
issues too,
we
and
are-
to have someone continuously go on and on
Yes,
and
I
on
get
and
that.
on at you.
I get that. We're all vulnerable people, right? We all have our own vulnerabilities at different times in life. I think he's perfectly entitled to put what he wants out there and to say what he wants. But I also think other people are also entitled to say what they want to say. I don't agree with everything he says. I agree with some of the principles. I'm not sure he should be ridiculed. I'm not sure he's actually hurting anybody in what he's doing. Difficult one, because I got involved in all that
No, I
rubbish
don't
in
think he
January
is hurting
or
anybody.
December.
And
But-
I think that other people are making out that he's hurting other people, that he's hurting others, which is then making them feel as though they're being hurt by things
Yeah.
when they're not. It's just turned into a complete and utter shit show.
It is a shit
Which
show.
is exactly what happened with the whole Wiz Solutions situation. Now, you know, the way I see things now is that me and Wiz had a falling out, over, you know, what we had a falling out over may or may not have been resolved or forgotten about had it not been for a certain group of people who came in pretending to have my back and basically just turning it into a complete shit show. Some of the horrible, horrible things he said to me and about me, and the videos he made about me, he may not have felt the need to do that had it not been turned into the shit show it was turned into.
Who knows? I got involved though, as you know. So, you know, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. I thought at the time I was doing the right thing. A lot of people thought I was just doing it to get views and all that, which was like absolute rubbish because I really don't care. Looking back, if I'm honest with you, I should have left the bloke well alone and let him just self-implode rather than push him and prod him with a stick, because he came at me with all sorts of stuff and I just responded. The way to deal with these people and the way to deal with people like Brian Harvey, if you disagree with him, or anybody else, is just to let them get on with it. Unless they're really hurting somebody, you know, let them get on with it, ignore them, and they do eventually go away. It's a bit like it's a phase, whatever, you know. I mean, he'll get through his issues one day, whatever they may be, whether it's factual, whether it's mental health, he'll get through it. It doesn't necessarily need our help to either succeed or fail. He'll do it. He knows what he's talking about. And that's all that matters. I think, you know, I regret getting involved in what I got involved in because it was pointless.
Who did it help?
What?
Who did it help at the end of the day? Who was actually helped in that situation with the Wiz solution, with me, the whole me and Wiz thing, yeah, and you? Who actually came out of that?
He had to take it down,
better?
bullshit radar.
Who benefited? I certainly didn't
From
benefit.
what? From what? Going back at Wiz?
From the whole thing.
Nobody did. Nobody did.
Nobody did.
Nobody did.
No one.
You know, I've kind of got this view that communities should police themselves and be self-policing, but you become like a vigilante then. Do you know what I mean? And you become the person deciding what's right or what's wrong. And I don't think we should. I mean, you know, clearly there were things that were said that were wrong. Clearly. But I don't think we should be the judges. I think live and let live. Let people get on with it. And focus your energies on something positive. Putting a positive message out there. Telling people what you want to tell them. Rather than trying to disprove somebody else or run somebody else into the ground. You know?
Yeah, but it does get annoying. And Kip's clips, I don't know. There's quite a few of you on here that have seen Kip's.
He's been mentioning me, hasn't he? Apparently.
Yes, yeah.
Do you know what?
I've
never watched his channel and probably never will. It's like
I sometimes do, and I sometimes, you know, some of the stuff he talks about interests me, and some doesn't. So, you know, but just recently, because what's happened is that a certain group of trolls or a group has started doing to him what they did regarding Wiz and some others, 007, some, all that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically, he's not having it. He's fighting back and he's saying, this isn't acceptable. I know what your game is, and I'm not going to have you taking my footage and using it to ridicule me. So he's been copyright claiming, he's been to the police and all that sort of stuff. But what's interesting is that I don't think he likes you very much.
Weird, isn't it? Weird. Don't even know the bloke.
I think he seems to, I don't know if he thinks that you're one of them, that little group or something.
Oh, what, that word that they all throw around. I don't know.
Yeah. The other interesting thing is that I kept out of it, and then a couple of days ago, I made a comment on Kip's video or his live stream or whatever, basically kind of agreeing with him, I suppose, and saying kind of just what I've just said.
Yeah.
And the very next morning, I had about 3 people come over and make derogatory, stupid comments on this channel.
Oh.
When this channel hasn't really had any comments or anything like that for a while, has it? Because there's not been any action on there. So as soon as so it's like they're watching, and as soon as you open your mouth, that's it. Now it's your turn. And then yesterday there was a video put up, some stupid. I don't know if you've seen it. Ray Winston Smith.
No, do you know what?
He's put some video up with some trippy thing with images of me. On there, so yeah, it's all. As soon as I open my mouth, that's it. They start on me.
I tend to watch.
Start sending the trolls in.
I tend to spend my time now watching Casey Neistat, van life channels, and none of the old shit. I'm not interested in it anymore. I'm just really not interested in it. Kips, clips, whatever he is. I think you talked about it the other day. I'm just not interested. Not interested. I hate the fighting, I hate the arguing, I hate the trolls and all that, and I hate the fact that anybody with an opinion's called a troll. I just think it's the world gone mad.
I understand what you're saying, but there is a difference between having a difference of opinion and just being an arsehole, basically.
Well, of course, there's plenty of arseholes out there, and I thought to myself, let's stand up to one, but it was pointless. Didn't go anywhere because there's nothing you can do. What on earth is a video clip gonna do to somebody? What's it gonna do to them? What did I do? What did I do with all those videos? Nothing. I didn't.
Well, you don't know that though,
of course
do you?
I do. I did nothing. I didn't hurt anybody. I didn't stop anything. I just gave myself a heap of grief because I got involved in somebody else's strife. I shouldn't have done. But there you are.
Let's read some of the comments. There's quite a few. Let's go back a bit. Well, where should we start from?
Try the
We've
top.
got Cherry Hughes in the house.
Nice.
Helen C. Helen C. Right, I don't know where to start from. Right, let's go here. Helen C. I'm going to say something that may cause controversy about Brian. He's living in 4 walls with his thoughts not healthy, but likewise he can't expect not to have a backlash. Sherry Hughes, Kazza Smithy, of course. What with can you read comments out?
Kind of, but I'm not up to where you are. You carry on. You're doing so well. I need my glasses to read comments. Hang on a minute. Does anybody used to watch Coronation Street? Because I look just like Jack Duckworth with mine on. I don't know what I've done with them. Let me go and find them. I'm going to make me tea as well. You read some out and I'll come back and I'll have a look.
Bullshit Radar says he came at you with some more stuff the other day. Did you see it? He took it down. Oh, is that with Solutions? Yeah, he's been coming at me with some comments, but I'm not interested. I'm not getting involved. Let him get on with it. Definitely, I don't get involved. Yeah, Kazza, I helped hurt people. Yeah, that's the thing. Hurt people, don't they? And who's to say that the reason Wiz Solutions came at me as hard as he did was because of the videos and stuff that were being made about him, hurt him. And of course, he didn't know who these. You don't know who these people are because they don't put their faces up. You don't know who they are. So it's very difficult to go at someone who you don't know who they are. So you'd go at someone who you do know, which was me.
Not fat anymore as much.
You are still a bit.
Anyway, I've lost my glasses. I can't hear you either. I've got no headphones on. I've lost my glasses.
Brian is very vulnerable.
Now.
Mark fed on being so vile, and the response is the best thing to do is ignore and block. Yes.
It is, isn't it? It is.
So that is basically what I'm doing. I will not have, I'm not going to be put in a position where I feel, as Kip's clip says, alarmed and distressed in my own home through people, keyboard warriors, you know. So if you want to come onto my channel and be rude to me, or be passive aggressive, or make veiled threats, or anything of such like, you will just be blocked. As simple as that. So you can then go and use your other accounts, and you keep getting blocked. And if you want to make videos of putting my image up there and saying stuff that isn't true about me, then you will be I will copyright it, and I will take it to the police. I still have all of last year's stuff from all the screenshots and all the videos and everything downloaded, and it will just be added to it. So, you know, carry on.
Right.
Quartz Collier. I haven't finished.
I know.
Quartz Collier. If people don't like Brian, don't watch him. Exactly. Sorry, that's Kazza. Exactly. If you don't like something, don't watch it. It's as simple as that.
I've got an even bigger problem.
Yes, I know that. Social media, Kazza comes free for all. Lots of comments. Wow, he's left me rude comments in the past. People's feelings just got hurt with that drama that went on. Yes. Right, let's just... Ms. Chimes in the house.
Okay. Nobody's phoning us. Give us a call. We want to hear from you. 0203 286 2886. Carry on.
Lose trust as... Now, see, I obviously, as you know, I got involved with that certain group because at the time it felt like they had my back. They gave me that Flow gave me the platform to speak.
I think they're all right.
Yes, I did find some of the stuff that they did funny, and that was because I felt like at the time he deserved it, because he had been saying things about me that weren't true and stuff, and I was hurt. So I guess I thought, oh yeah, you know, they've got my back, blah blah blah. But then you realise it comes to a point where you think, well, if you disagree, you feel like you have to agree with everything they say.
No, you don't. I don't think you do.
Well, that's how it made me feel.
But I don't think you do.
And I thought, no, I'm not. I don't agree with that, so I'm going to speak up. So I spoke up and got called, what was it? A cult member, cult of Tommy Robinson.
I'm called something. I'm a hoaxed troll, apparently. That's what I am.
And then I dared to ask on my Twitter.
Yeah.
A question: has Brian Harvey been arrested or not? And I got accused of being a real troll, a shill, a snake, something else.
Well, I tell you what, you don't want to go near R&R Plan B. He'll be calling you one. Like
R&R Plan B thinks that I am. Oh God, what is that girl's name?
He thinks I'm a lizard. Anyway.
Does he?
No.
No, who's it?
Well, probably.
There's a girl.
Or a
Bonnie.
bird.
Is it Bonnie?
Bonnie?
From Grange Hill.
Oh, really?
There's a girl in Grange Hill.
Elvis died today.
Pardon?
Elvis died today. Look.
Who's Elvis?
MS1's pet mouse. Elvis died today. He was caught in a trap. I thought it was funny.
Next time.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Listen, what I think about all of this is, it would be lovely if people just took the piss out of other people. I think all the vitriol and all the nasty stuff is a bit too much. Bring in some humour, laugh at people, that's fine, you know? But like, what's the point in all the arguing and the insults? It just gets ridiculous. Humour. Use humour out there. Be funny. Be more entertaining to watch. Anyway.
Oh, I don't know. People love a drama.
They do, but humour's better. Yeah. Oh, well. Right, so, you don't like trolls? You don't like...
No, oh, I did actually Google trolls. I Googled it a
They're
few
little
weeks
toys.
ago.
They're little toys with fluffy hair at the top. That's what they are.
No, but I wanted to find out if there really was such a thing as you know, government paid, or but not necessarily government, but company. They do, you know, they do pay for trolls.
Somebody wants to talk to us. Hello, who's that?
Hey, Calder, how's it going?
Hello, Helen. Let's turn you up. Hang on. Can you hear Helen, Amanda?
Yeah, just about.
Say hello.
Oh, yeah,
Hello.
hi, Amanda.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, and she can hear you. Everybody can hear
Oh,
you
sweet.
across the internet.
Yay.
You're live. Yeah, I wish I
Hi,
was.
everyone. It's nice to be the live stream again.
Hang on, is it Helen, baby?
Yes.
As always.
Okay.
Fantastic.
What?
Helen, baby.
What are you like?
I hear you're in a relationship.
Oh, yeah, we spoke about that. No, actually, we didn't speak about that last time, did we?
Yes. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going well. I'm
Is it?
hungover today because yesterday we were like drinking whiskey and his fault.
Really? So you're turning
Yeah,
into a
but
pair
not-
of
not a good idea.
alcoholics together.
Ah,
No, you're not. Okay.
Go that
Have you?
far.
Last I saw you, because I've been out of it for a bit. You
Yeah.
were moving out of that little flat into something else. Did you
Yeah,
move?
yeah.
What happened?
Oh yeah, I did. There's loads of problems in my new flat though. Although they're becoming sorted, but you know what? So yeah, the new flat's good because it's on the ground floor, so it's much easier on my knee. But
What do you mean on your knees? Do you have to do?
Oh yeah, because I got dodgy knee.
Oh right, I thought you knelt down to go up the stairs or something. I'm thinking what? Okay.
I can't hear you that well actually. for some
Oh
reason.
dear, can you hear me now? Oh, I'll
I
tell you
think
what.
I can hear you a bit better.
Hang on a
now.
minute. Well, you talk to Amanda and I'll sort it out.
I don't know if I can hear Amanda actually.
Really?
Can you? I don't think she can hear me.
Nah.
Oh, stop it! Not at all.
No, she would only hear me through the.
Oh no.
She would only hear me through the computer, wouldn't she? Because
No,
I'm
she
not on the
should,
Skype
no,
call.
she should hear you like I hear you. That's a bit
Yeah,
strange.
yeah. Maybe she can hear me, but I can't hear her.
I know what I've done wrong. Hang on a minute. I'll sort it out. Because
Yeah.
I'm not lip reading.
Don't
for you.
worry about it. Just
No, just talk. Helen, keep us busy. Go on, and I'm going to sort it out.
All right, just talk to Amanda. Okay, cool.
She, can't-
Hi, Amanda.
she said hello.
hello. She can't hear me, so how can she talk
I
to
know,
me?
I
All
know.
right, so
I know. I'm just
Yeah,
yes.
I'll just talk about my day or something.
Go on then.
It hasn't been very eventful. I just was in bed because I was hungover. So well, yeah, I did put together the video on a certain person who's been really nasty, and posted that. So been keeping up with the comments on that on my phone, even though I made it on PC.
Yep.
And yeah, aside from that, just kind of been watching YouTube. Really, it's been a really, really lazy day.
Nice.
So
Well, I can't believe you
Yeah.
can't hear Amanda. That's a bit of pain in the ass.
yeah,
Let me see if I can fix it. I want to
is there
fix it.
something you'll be able to change?
I'm just having a look now. Monitor off. Let's put monitor and output and close. Try it now. Say hello, Amanda.
Hello.
No?
Oh, hey,
Okay.
I can hear you now.
But that's see now it's echoing on the thing.
What, to you? Well,
It's echoing on the.
I'll just turn that on
computer.
while we've got phone calls, and then I'll turn it off again. Is that all right?
Yeah.
How bad's it echoing? Oh God, someone else is phoning us.
Can you do a three-way call?
Wait there, Helen.
Four-way?
Hello, who's that?
Hi, this is Carl's Crapola.
Hello, mate. Listen, are you on a free call?
I am, yes.
Can I swap back to Helen and come back to you in a second, or you can phone back? It's up to you.
No, hold on.
Okay, mate. Won't be long. It's Carl's Crapola on the other line. Helen, hello.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
Okay, I've something's come up. I need to go. But it was lovely chatting to you guys, and I'll see you later.
All right then.
Bye.
See you later. Bye. Oh dear. Right, hang on. Now it won't take Carl off hold now. Oh. Oh dear. I've really messed this up. Look, I have
What have
really.
you done? Have you cut him off?
I have cut him off. You are echoing. Let's turn you down. Hang on. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of that echo for you. Okay. Right. Your echo's gone. I haven't cut him off. Carl, I think I just have no idea. Let's try that. No, I've hung up on him. Sorry, Carl. I hung up on you. If you can ring back,
Ring back.
we'll try
yeah.
again. I'm really sorry, mate. You've got all blue on your hair. Why is that?
I don't know.
Okay. It's like blue. Blue on the what's it?
Something to do with the green screen, is it?
Yes. Oh, I can't believe we didn't have a proper chat with Helen. Whoops. Rapid man, sack the DJ. I'm not a DJ. I'm just a man. Just an ordinary man. Picture a man walking down a highway. Do you remember that? The Twilight Zone.
He's not still on hold, is he?
No, he's not on hold. He's definitely not on hold. Carl, you got to ring back. I would ring you if I could, but I can't.
Oh,
I had him
call
on
back.
hold, and it just said swap call, and I went to swap the call back, and I think what happened was, it perhaps hung up. Got any wet? Yeah, often. It kind of hung up, and like it just didn't work. God, can you tell we haven't prepared for this show this evening?
I've got a question for you, Calder.
Oh right.
So
They're blue.
Yes. Are you, as Kip seems to, I think,
Yes.
are you a part of the little trolley gang?
I'm not part of anything except my family. That's about it. Not part of anything. You know, I say it as I see it. Sometimes I speak out of turn. Sometimes I do silly things, but no, I'm not a part of
Hey,
anything.
nobody's perfect.
No, but I take responsibility for everything I do. So, you know, not one of these people who has on their Twitter, all my words are not the responsibility of my employer. They're my responsibility. Actually, I stand by what I say. Sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes I get it right. Kip says, Calder irons his face. Irons his face? Calder irons his face. Is that because I've got no wrinkles, maybe? I thought I had a few.
Compared to me, you haven't.
The eyebrows need sorting out. They need a good plucking. Plucking.
Right. Should we,
Yes.
where are we? Amanda, you've had your cut. You look so different. Stunning, though. Love you
There
too.
he is.
And
Carl,
Yes.
I'm
Hello.
so sorry, mate. I cut you off. Listen, I'm just going to
Right, okay.
put Amanda on so she can talk to you as well. It might be a bit.
no, because
echo.
it echoes. I just
You don't
listen.
want to.
I'll turn my
Go on.
music down.
No, mate, Carl. Go on, mate. What you got to say?
Right, firstly, this is just my subjective opinion on all of this.
Mm.
And I understand that everyone has the right to their own opinion as well, but I think, personally, freedom of speech is being abused when it's used for hatred or to harm people. And I know people will say, well, freedom of speech, you're entitled to say whatever, or if you're closed down on something, then you can close down other things. I don't agree. I don't normally get anxious, but this phone call was making me anxious.
That's all right, mate.
so
Don't worry.
forgive me.
Don't worry. I'm suffering myself, so we'll do it together. Don't worry.
I understand what he's saying. Freedom of speech.
I've been watching this for a while now, a couple of years.
Yep.
I'm not a Brian Harvey fan. I was never a boy bands fan. I'm heavy metal when I was younger.
Yep.
But I'm a supporter of his because I see similarities within things I was dealing with when I was younger and friends of mine. So I genuinely think he has got mental health issues. I've sat back and watched people slowly trying to build their own what I'm looking for.
Empires,
Usually quite
channels.
well, yeah.
I know
Following.
what you
More
mean.
fluid when I type. Right. I'll fire off a couple of things
Go on then.
before I lose my train of thought.
Yeah.
Initially, I started showing support for him, but more so because of his mental health, all the things that I thought I saw in him. This made me a target for people that I didn't know existed to begin with, and it's all a collective. They all support each other. They all use sock puppet accounts. I know this is how they build, as you said, their own empire. They create animosity, and then they stand back and pretend to take nothing to do with it, while vitriol is spouted left, right, and centre.
They spout shit, Carl. That's the problem. They say what they want. I mean, I don't know who you're talking about, but they say what they want, people like that. And the people that follow them take it as gospel. Can I just ask you what happened to you? You said that they targeted you. What happened?
Okay, when I first came to YouTube, I was very green about it all, so I used my own name. And then people from that were trolling me or seemed to repeatedly appear on the videos that I uploaded, saying nasty things, found me on Facebook. Obviously, I was using my proper name. There's not many people called Carl Heaton in Britain, I don't think.
No.
So I changed things. Plus, there's lots of other things happening with Facebook, so I deleted it.
But you felt persecuted.
Yeah, but I've never had this sort of victim mentality.
No. Well, I don't mean to stop you. We'll carry on. But I've had things said about me by certain individuals. I mean, I went through a family court case 4 years ago. Very difficult. The family court system is very complex. I taught myself how to get through it. And from that point, I decided to help others for nothing. I don't get paid for it, but I go to court with other fathers and try and help them see their children, try and help get the best deal for their children. But in that respect, I put a video online talking them through some of my story and how to deal with the first steps of what happens, because it's very complicated. And somebody the other day downloaded that video, cut the audio up, and rearranged it and made it sound like I was saying, oh yeah, I abused my partner and my children were taken away. This is what people do, and I'm not trying to disrespect you in any way. The way to deal with it is, and you said you've never had the victim mentality. You've got to kick yourself up the backside and remember that these people are just absolute morons who aren't worth your time. They're not. They're not. And you're quite right in that using any medium, social media, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, for hate speech to denigrate individuals, persecute them, is just wrong. And those people should be behind bars, or they should be sent to some sort of rehab centre, because that in itself is a mental illness. Anyway, sorry.
Well, all these people hide behind anonymity. This is what I've noticed about them all.
Yeah.
Normally, the people that are being trolled have their own name and their face or whatever, and they're putting themselves out there. These people can't do that. Being someone that was subject to bullying through primary school and secondary school, it's the same mentality in these adults that children do. Right, so this was in the past, but I was telling you I was targeted.
Yeah.
I've sat in the shadows for a wee while, ghosting people, because I had issues before with others like Daniel Laverty or Thomas Sheridan and other people that used this narcissistic handbook approach to build their own channel or build their own success.
Yeah.
And they're all following it. They're all using the same sort of techniques. So I resurfaced using my own name recently because I didn't like. I felt that I had to speak out, and I'm not here to police the internet, but I get dragged into it because I see, again, being someone that has been bullied. I am a victim of sexual abuse as a child, and other issues. I have mental health problems myself. I felt I had to speak out because the nastiness of these trolls was starting to become extreme. I mean, I've witnessed. Now, I don't really want to name names.
Okay.
But this little gang that's going about just now, that are all slapping each other in the back and doing all they can to upset people, are using pictures of people's children or dead family members to try and intimidate them.
Yeah.
They're trying to highlight things, the information they find out about people, to target them or to direct people to their homes or places of work. I've witnessed them try to get someone sacked, or have others have their benefits stopped, or just the channeling the flow of trolls towards these people. just because they disagree with their opinion. A pet hate of mine, being in Scotland, being a Celtic supporter, don't hold that against me.
I'm half Scottish.
There's a section of people in Scotland that will call people on my side paedophiles because of their association with Glasgow Celtic. It's always been a pet hate of mine. I think that's the worst thing you can ever brand a man, especially if you're a family man and you're a decent person.
Of course,
I
it's terrifying.
I think
it's terrifying, mate.
Abhorrent.
Yep.
It's just an abhorrent thing for me.
Because mud sticks.
Sorry.
No, sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Mud sticks, and you know.
Well, they're using a similar technique for anyone that disagrees with them. They're either being branded a pedo, a pedo enabler, or a pervert, and this is to shut them up. Last week I was watching the little collective mock a girl that's in a wheelchair for not being able to walk, making suggestions about, oh, you should walk away from this, ha ha, laugh out loud, laugh out loud, laugh out loud, as they, slapping each other in the back.
Now, I don't know.
I've watched them.
But I don't know, mate, what we can do about that, right? You've obviously got a very strong moral compass. You've been through a lot in life. And if I'm honest with you, I don't disagree with a single word you've said since you've come on here. And I like to believe I've got a strong moral compass. But what can we do? What can we do with people who are just hideous? What can we do with people like that? How can we stop them?
Unfortunately, we can't really do anything. They've had free reign to do whatever they like, and it's helping their,
It's their ego, mate. It's their ego. It's an ego thing. It's what they can achieve, all they can achieve in life. I agree that some things out there need to be exposed. I do agree that a lot of things are covered up and hidden that should be out in the open. But I think when it comes down to persecuting individuals and calling individuals paedophiles just because it's a nasty name, and just because it's going to hurt them and it's going to affect them and it's going to rally support from people, I think that's wrong. I think that's very wrong, and you're quite right.
Well, it's the last slur you can use against people, because everything else, someone mentioned it before, years ago you would say someone was having extramarital affairs, and that would be enough to stop people's opinions. Well, all these things don't really matter anymore, because that's faded away. But the last taboo, the last slur or slander you can have against someone is some sort of sexual offence term or some sort of deviancy, and that will close them down immediately because the fear of this. Right, so this is the last thing I wanted to speak about. Because I got upset about this, and I dared question, I'm going to mention it, I dared question Sparkles about her approach, her patronising tone, her bullying attempts, she holds no accountability, but all her group around are doing all her attack work. And no matter what is said about people, she'll stand back and say, oh, everyone's entitled to their opinion, that has nothing to do with me. But even when her friends are being attacked, she still won't back them up. And for me, that isn't friendship. If someone is attacking my friend or saying something nasty about my friend, I would step in there. But again, that's, as you said, moral compass in people.
Depends what your friends have done, though.
Because,
depends. Sorry, mate, I've cut you off. It depends. If it depends what your friends have done. You can't back them up if they have done something wrong. Just a point on Sparkle. I haven't seen anything of hers recently. I quite like Sparkle, and I watched a lot of funny stuff she did. So I haven't watched anything recently, so I'm not up to date.
I genuinely loved her stuff, Calder. I only found her... excuse me.
Sorry?
Someone left a link on my Facebook before I closed it, which led me to her and her Angie Disney Power, or her alter ego.
That was funny.
I loved that stuff. I thought that was hilarious. I agreed with probably 90% of the things that she spoke about. I don't know who Winnow and Divine were, but it sparked little things that she spoke about for me to have an interest and go and find out for myself. Now, my point was that she repeatedly targeted one person. Right, it's all well being having humour about things, but that swayed my opinion on it. That changed what I thought about her, because she was targeting someone with mental health problems that she proclaims to fight for, and she's, even when he's disappeared off of Facebook, and YouTube.
Yep.
Getting ahead of myself.
No, you're right.
Forgive me for my ramble.
You're fine, mate.
Even though he's removed himself from YouTube, she's still trying to goad him to come back because she needs him for content.
Mhm.
Now, when as I said, I dared question about her approach and her bullying tactics and everything else she was doing, I was patronised straight away. And then I was ignored, and then the very next thing that happened was I've got videos of my daughters, 9 and 7 years old. They wanted their videos up on YouTube so they could watch themselves. They thought it was hilarious to see themselves on television.
Yeah.
Her friends, her group of people that are surrounded by her, especially one from Glasgow called Plisco, came on and started making sexually explicit remarks about my children. That, to me, was stepping over a line. Now, as I said, I can't police the internet. I can only highlight things. I think that's all we can do.
Did you report it?
Right now, until it changes. Not, again, it's from the area I'm from and the life I grew up in, I've always had this anti-grass.
Mate, you've got to press the... you've got to hit the button. You've got to hit the button and report.
I'm 40.
Yeah,
so
but these are your kids.
I just deleted it and I made them all private.
Okay.
I can't really help my classical conditioning, I suppose.
No. I'm not standing up for Sparkle. As I said, I've not watched anything. I just think what you're describing here is hideous and foul and disgusting, and these people don't deserve a place in civilized society, right? Cool. I don't know. I've always had respect for her, and I just can't see her being behind something like that. It could well be people that follow her are warped and sick, and that's what they do, but I just can't see her doing that. I can't. I don't know. I've not watched for ages.
This is why I posted the video. I don't agree with anti-gangs. I think he's a homophobe. I think he's a racist. I think he's a misogynist. But he played her. She's been touting him because she was running out of support to continually try and attack Brian, who has mental health, as we've spoke about. But she won't leave him alone because it's her subject matter. This is what's gaining her subscribers. So she brought him on board thinking this is extra support because Michael of the Mouse and MKD Alliance and Mackenzie's Devils, Plisco's disappeared after. Like, I took it very personally.
Yeah.
Obviously I would, because it's my children. So someone was going to give me his address and I was going to go to Glasgow and speak to him in person.
What?
There's 5 people that have just vanished. Now, she needs this support because this was her network round about her. So she dragged this guy in. He played her. And this recent video that he has posted that they're trying desperately to remove shows her lack of support for Helen, who she's playing. And sorry, Helen, you can hear me, but you've blocked me. I've tried to speak to you about this. Other people have tried to speak to you about this. I know it's, again, my subjective opinion. She is very underestimated. She is a master manipulator. She comes across as shining white. For me, this is how I see it.
It's your opinion.
And she stands back and she lets it all happen and pretends it's other people and nothing to do with her.
You are entitled to your opinion.
It's very clever.
And I do agree.
Anyway,
I can see where you're coming from. I can see why you've been so affected by this. You've been targeted. Your children have been targeted. I don't share your opinion of Sparkle, but I haven't had your experiences, so I can't say. I'm not telling you you're wrong. I don't disagree with your opinion. That's what that's your informed opinion based on what you've seen and heard. Based on what I've seen and heard, I've always thought she was all right, honestly. But I've been out of the loop for a couple of months, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well,
I'm glad you came
as
on,
I
Carl.
said, I've ghosted. I have sat back and I've watched and I've screenshotted, and every little corner that they think they're hiding in and having conversations, because since the attack on my children, this had me slightly obsessed. My thing now is I was giving my energy away. See, you highlighted about the trolls thing earlier. I think it needs to be spoken about, but you can easily become besotted with it, and you need to step back. I've spoke to Amanda initially. I was Niccolo Machiavelli. I met her through when Wiz initially started his talking, his phone-ins.
Yep.
I've seen the attacks that she's had.
Yeah.
Now she comes. You wouldn't have her on. I don't know whose show it is, both of yours or hers or whatever. You wouldn't be friends with or have her on the show if she was a bad person.
No.
She's done nothing wrong to be targeted. Now there's an undercurrent of the same people that are attacking Brian, that have attacked me. I've witnessed attacking others. Attacked Amanda. They're all circulating round about that one. Those, well, I'd say there's three main ones.
Well, listen, while I'm not taking the mickey, it is a little bit comical. Shane Gibbs. Do you watch Shane Gibbs, or have you watched any of it?
See, I only came across this guy because of the ridicule videos from Sparkle, so I don't know his full background.
Well, from what I understand, he thinks he's a targeted individual. He thinks there's a concerted effort by government and agencies, and he gets in his truck in the morning or his car, and if it doesn't start immediately, he thinks, not again. They've targeted me again. If he goes to the shop and there's no milk on the shelves, he thinks, they knew I was coming. They knew I was coming, and they've taken the milk away. So where that's taken it to the extreme. I've watched bits of it. I won't say he's a nutcase, but I think his stories are a bit far-fetched, right? I'm not disputing what you've told me in the least. I'm just trying to highlight the fact that it is easy, and you said I'm not a victim. I don't do this victim mentality. But it is easy to put a story together, and I know what you've seen is real, but it's easy to connect all those things up, like you said. And I'm really, again, not defending Sparkle. I'm not, but I have no opinion on her. But you're suggesting that she's orchestrated the guy from Glasgow to go on and put comments on your...
No, I'm not saying orchestrated.
Yeah.
I'm saying you're judged by the company you keep, I think.
Possibly.
You're influenced. It's a psychological thing.
Yep.
You are influenced mainly by the 5 people that you keep closest to you and you're in daily contact with. All these sorts of things.
Somebody just said, leave Shane Gibbs alone. I'm not attacking Shane Gibbs. I think Shane Gibbs wants to be left alone.
I knew about Shane Gibbs is that people started taking, again, pictures of his family members, and these are the same people that are surrounding this one person, or these 3 people, and using that against him. And now, to me, that's intimidation. I know where to get you. I know what your family looks like. And these people still hide behind anonymity, but this I don't agree with any of it.
No, I don't. I don't, Carl.
It's the whole amplified thing with the internet. But these people, if YouTube didn't exist, these people would be out there saying, these problems in my life. Oh, that's my ex-wife. Do you know that paranoia?
Yeah,
I think it's not just the government after me. It's always someone else.
Paranoia does run rife, and I think, if anybody can take anything from your call, really, anybody, the most valuable thing probably is for all of us to take a look in the mirror every morning and just have a look at what we see and think about what we're going to do that day, who we're going to affect, who we're going to hurt. I know when I wake up every morning, I want to help people. I just want to help people. And that's only happened to me since I've hit 40. I'm 51 now. I've decided I'm not like an angel or a saint or anything like that, but do good wherever you can do good and help people. And that's the message we should be spreading, perhaps, not, don't go out there bullying, because that counteracts that, But I don't think you'll ever stop those people who are bullies. I don't think you'll ever do much to change individuals who are mean and nasty. But what you should do, I don't agree with your no grass policy. You should report any comments, anything like that, especially on your kids' videos, because the climate is changing. Facebook are tightening up. YouTube are tightening up. The government are going to introduce a new bill in the next year or so, specifically aimed at what goes on the internet, and it will curtail free speech to some extent. But as you've said, free speech doesn't mean you can pick on people, and that's what it's being used for at the moment, So I just think we all need to. I'm quite happy with myself and what I do in life. Other than the things I've been through recently, I'm quite happy and proud of what I've done in my life. I think these people, maybe they'll never be proud, I don't know, but it would be good if they could take a look at themselves. Who knows, mate?
If there was anything to my point, I don't want to hold up.
No, you're right.
Line on it.
No, you're fine.
Step back from it. It can become intoxicating. Step back from the whole thing. Take a break from it.
Yep.
As I said, I can't police the internet as much as I wish I could. I can't help the anti-grass thing. As I said, I'm 40, so this has been my full life. I've classically conditioned this way.
Yeah.
But I've always found a way to deal with this face to face. I hate the internet and how it amplifies people's personalities. As for the medication thing, the best thing I can say, now I'm medication free. I damaged my back. I'm an arborist to trade. I really badly hurt my back. And all I've ever been given is painkillers and antidepressants when I broke up with the mother of my children. So I was at a real low at one point, and all they want to do is give you pharma, keep you doped up. I would suggest to anyone the best thing you can do is exercise. But for depression, that's my opinion.
Yeah, I didn't even know I had depression though until I took these tablets. I've got to tell you, I've always been against tablets, but I'm on are quite mild. But I didn't even know I was depressed. You know, well, I did. I knew I wasn't myself for a number of years, but this has changed that for sure. Carl, you have been very erudite, very interesting. I agree with a lot of what you say. I can't verify some of what you say, but I'm really pleased you called.
I can.
Yeah, no, I'm sure you can. I'm really pleased you called.
Well, it's been nice speaking to you, Calder.
Yeah, you too, mate.
I can switch off my posh Scottish accent now.
Oh, from Scotland. I'm from Calder Crooks. Do you know Calder Crooks?
I do indeed.
That's where I'm from. That's where my name comes from. Well, either that or the smelly River Calder, one of the two. But yeah, anyway. All right, Carl. Thank you, mate.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Have a good night, and tell Amanda hello.
One thing I would say to you before you go, I'm
Yes.
hugely impressed. Carry on being you, mate. I think you're going the right way with your life. Not that you need my
thank you.
My seal of approval, but yeah. Thanks for calling, mate.
Okay.
Cheers, Carl.
You're welcome. Thank
See
you.
ya.
Right,
Bye-bye.
good night. Good night. Bye.
That was interesting.
There were so many times I wanted to pipe in, but I thought there's
We
no
should have
point
said,
because he
'cause,
can't hear me.
You should have said
so...
and I'd have turned you on. Well,
Yeah, but then it's not worth for the echo. The echo in on this, when it echoes, it really ruins it. So,
interesting
yes,
points.
I
all
agree
round.
with Carl. I'm not going to go into naming names because I don't. Because if I do that, then I'm picking out certain people the same way as others are picking out people. Do you see what I mean? So like, I'm not going to say any names, but I agree with him. Phoning in people's works and trying to get them sacked and all that sort of rubbish. It's just disgusting. I was threatened over and over and over again that somebody was going to call the DWP and report me for benefit fraud or whatever.
Whilst you didn't have a knee.
I have had that happen. Well, whether it was somebody doing that or just a coincidence, I don't know. But yes, I did have to have a compliance interview. Worked out fine, because I'm not lying. So it's not an issue. But what a waste of time.
Yep.
And making people feel just concerned. People that are already anxious, depressed, have mental health issues, making them feel worse.
Everybody's got a right to an opinion. That's one thing. Everybody has got a right to an opinion, and sometimes those opinions maybe do drive them to attack vulnerable individuals. I'm not sure that they enjoy attacking vulnerable individuals. Some people do, but no, by and large, though, right? The group that has been mentioned, I'm not sure that that's their game. I don't think they go around trying to upset and hurt people. We've got Wavy in the. I think Wavy was in the chat a minute ago. And yeah, you know how much I respect Wavy. You respect Wavy,
I can't look because my.
But I respect his opinions as well, and I see a lot of what he says about people as being quite just and justified. But then again, you can go too far. And I think, one of the hardest things to do in life is to weed out the good from the bad people. We make mistakes. We think some good people are bad and some bad people are good. And some of the bad people are trying to make the good people look bad. It's a hell of a bloody life. Listen, I'm going to play some music. I am going to make another cup of tea. You can blame Amanda for this. Nice. Kenny Loggins and Footloose. I am the DJ tonight, live on Another View. I was having a read of the comments. Anything you see in there that's interesting? I don't quite understand it all. Let's have a look.
Why do you keep moving me to silly places?
I don't move you. It's this system. It just does weird things. Hang on a sec. Let me just flick over to Chrome, right? Like that. Okay. And then flip back to the main one. No, it's still the same. All right. I'll have to move you about. Hang on a minute. It's just weird the way it moves you. It's Skype. It's the way it pulls Skype in. Oh, look. There you are. You're back. Nice. Comments. Did you see anything interesting in there? Let's have a look. MS1's foot is loose. Get yourself a prosthetic limb, mate. That'll help. Poor RWS, he's disappeared. Carl, really, really good. Cool. Kazza Smithy, I thought so too. Hoax Police, attacked. I haven't attacked you. Have we got some fighting in the comments? Do I detect it?
I have blocked a couple of people and.
Have you? You haven't chucked
Yes.
my mate Wavy, have you?
No, not Wavy.
Sorry to hear all that. Let's have a look. Let's go from the bottom and have a quick look. Are you
Danny
still there, Wavy?
Jones. Danny Jones, I've already got rid of him once, and if he carries on, it'll go again.
Is that Danny?
He's come back as a hoax, something or other.
Wait, is that
Police.
Danny?
Danny Jones, yes.
He's all right. I'm not up to date with any of this. Danny's all right. She's keeping quite tight-lipped. Group called Blue October. It's called Fear. It doesn't contain any obscenities. Oh, Carl says to play a song. Carl, we've chosen all our music. Amanda chose it. The next one's shit.
What? Yeah, I know what one you're talking about. No, it isn't.
It's shit. Anyway.
Well, I like it.
Yeah, well, I preferred Stay Now, Stay Now. Is that what we're talking about? That man?
Yes.
Okay.
That man has a name.
I will ask Calder Carl. He's in charge. What am I in charge? Oh, what? That's I'm not
Oh,
in charge.
Carl's with the music. Carl's asked if he can play a song. Ow.
I've been ill, Wavy. Bloody ill. 2 months of it, mate. Yes, he has asked. Stay Now, yeah. I'm too trusting, apparently. I don't trust anybody except myself. And I get it wrong sometimes, and sometimes I get it right. And quite often I look like Jack Duckworth in my glasses. Do you remember Jack Duckworth? Vera. No?
Yes, I remember
Okay.
that work.
I could get some more stylish glasses, couldn't I? I think I'm going to go back to the optician soon and get something decent. Anyway, if anybody else wants to ring in, we'd love to hear from you. It's 0203 286 2886.
Are we going to talk about...
We're moving on.
Yeah, because, yeah.
Okay.
That subject is
They're reading glasses. Yes.
fucking depressing.
Yeah, it is depressing, but it goes on.
Yes, it does go on. It needs to stop.
Gutted you
People
chucked Danny
need to realise that, yes, although people are entitled to their opinion, they also have consequences for those opinions if they go too far with them.
Yep.
So have your opinion and see what happens when you use that to harass and bully people. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
That's what Carl was saying,
Move on.
essentially.
Yes.
Okay. Should we give Danny one more chance? I haven't really
Danny's
seen...
in the room. He's in under hoax something or
You
other.
told me you
Hoax.
chucked him out.
I did under his other account, yeah. Because as soon as he came in, he started going, well, where's the evidence for this and where's the evidence for that?
Reasonable question.
Well, no, not really, because we're not a fact-based evidence
No,
show,
we're not.
are we? We're an
no,
opinion show.
Yeah, we're based on opinions.
And
I
we're
know.
talking about
Although
something.
we did let Carl have his say completely. I did, and
well,
like...
then, go on then, Danny. Ring in if you want to.
Oh, we can ring in. I'd like to hear from Danny.
Yeah, I'm not saying he can't.
I'll put you on as well. I don't know what your
I just see in the chat arguing going on
Yep.
when Danny came in the room.
Yep.
Yeah, so
I think if anybody
the
wants
common
to,
denominator there.
but I
It's
think
like-
I think if anybody wants to argue, if anybody wants to get a point across, they need to phone us. I think it's cowardly to be writing it in the chat. If you've got something to say, give us a call on 0203 286 28886. Speak to
what
real
I
life
don't-
human beings.
What I don't want is for people that come in, say, like Kazza and whoever, people that come in that I know for a fact suffer mental health issues, feeling like they can't talk in the chat. Why are you laugh? Don't laugh at me.
Not laughing at you.
Feeling like
I'll
they
tell you
can't,
later. Not laughing
feeling
at you.
like they can't talk in the chat and stuff
No.
with fear of then being targeted.
Yes. I think if anybody's got any
So,
gripes,
if
ring
there's
in.
people that I believe, as it's my show and yours as well, I know, but like, I'm in charge of the chat, so who I believe are gonna possibly cause upset or hurt for others that I know are vulnerable, then they can fuck off. Simple as that. Like it or lump it. Sorry.
Fair enough. I'm not in control of the block button, you are, so that's the way it is. Wavy says he stands by every word he's ever said. No problems if you don't like it. You know the rest. Perhaps if everybody was a bit more like Wavy, it'd be all right. Because then there wouldn't be any victims.
The thing is, Wavy,
Mm-hmm.
do you have soccer accounts and go around trolling people? I've not seen it. I mean,
how do we know that these sock accounts are the people we're attributing them to? Because I was accused of having millions of accounts, and you know what? I've got about 13 accounts, of which about 10 of them are active channels for various things. I don't use those channels to wind people up. So we don't know. I know you can say, "Oh, that's his sock account," but you don't know, do you? By virtue of the fact they're hiding behind a fake name.
I know the accounts of certain groups. I know that who are connected.
Yeah.
And also on top of that, you can tell because the way they all jump on you at the same time.
Yep.
So you know, Wavy has his opinion, and he'll go on his channel and he'll F and blind and all the rest of it about.
He stands by it.
He does it, and he says what he thinks as himself.
He can be challenged as well, Wavy. He's a reasonable man. That's the mark of
I
a reasonable man.
don't believe, and this is just my belief. Obviously, as you say, I don't know. I don't believe that Wavy.
Oh, I'm hot.
Makes. Let's just move on anyway, because I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh, that's the end of the show then. Hang on a minute. Blimey.
This is Amanda with no medication.
Is it?
See? Yeah.
Is that the end of the show?
No, I meant move on to the next subject.
Okay. The next subject. I'd like to see some women running around naked like they did on the Benny Hill show. You don't see that these days. I'm not sure if they did run about. What was the next subject? Because you're in charge of that as well. You're in charge of everything except the buttons tonight. Look at me here. You're in charge of it all. I need another bloody anti-anxiety pill with all this. Not really.
Yeah, you see, that's what I mean. Like the chat going all angry is like making me.
Yeah, but don't let them. And honestly,
I'm just waiting now because I've spoken about this. You can guarantee tomorrow I'll have videos up about me. I'll have fucking all sorts of nasty comments.
We might do, but you know what to do? Ignore it.
Yeah.
Ignore it. It says more about them than it does about you. You're you. Say what you want to say. Be who you want to be. Let them be who they want to be. And both of you, or not all of you, all of us will be
that's what
one day at the pearly gates.
Shane Gibbs was mentioned. You said about Shane Gibbs.
Yes.
Now, personally, I don't watch Shane Gibbs. Obviously, I met him at the court hearing, didn't I?
Yep.
He seemed fairly, decent fellow. He was polite.
Seems very plausible. But then again, so did what's her name? What's her name? Who thought she'd written half the TV shows in history? What was her name? Seven. Yeah, she's plausible as well. Brian Harvey is plausible at times.
Chill out, Amanda. Wavy says chill out, Amanda. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying now.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, so Shane Gibbs, right?
Gibbs. Yes.
Same with Seven as well. I did watch them to begin with. I watched a couple of their videos, when they came up with the whole Brian Harvey thing and that. And then I couldn't really...
I'm not laughing at you. I'm smiling.
I don't...
It'd be good to smile on camera.
I don't necessarily believe everything that they say. But then, I don't think they're... I don't know about Seven, but Shane. I don't know if he's scamming or not, but I just don't
He's not
find
scamming.
him.
I don't think he's
I
scamming
don't
in the
find
least.
that content interesting to me or
No.
anything like that. So I choose not to watch it.
I don't think
I
he's...
won't go on there and call him names and
No.
call him a scam artist to make videos about him.
I don't think he's a scam artist. I think, and I'm entitled to an opinion, I'm not trying to run the guy down. I think he has got a very active imagination. Very active. That's what I think. And I think that there's some paranoia in there. But, you know, I could be wrong. I'm not a psychiatrist. I've seen...
Well, this is the thing. I mean, what your reality is different to somebody else's reality, isn't it? Everyone has a different reality. So there's always, like, what is it the saying? There's always three sides: your side, my side, and the truth.
Yes, of course. That's absolutely right. Isn't it? No, it's absolutely right. Oh well. Anyway, let's move on. Let's have some fun. What do you call a dog with no tongue? I've done that before, haven't I? Smelly
I don't know.
Smelly bollocks.
Oh, yeah.
Right, what's next? What is next?
Ouch. My knee's getting stiff now.
Is it? I've got a stiffy and all.
Whoa, I'm getting a boner.
I'm getting a stiffy.
All right, maybe not.
It's disgusting.
I'm so not. You know what? The middle-aged...
Talking of disgusting.
Who, me? Yes.
So I'm not talking, aren't I?
Right, come on, hang on.
There's another certain individual.
And now, live on Another View, Amanda is disgusting. She's got a stiff knee, blonde hair, she needs to do her roots, lovely glasses, waving her phone about in her hand, and here's Amanda. Go on. What?
Right, shush.
I'll play my one. Shall I?
There's another. No, let me speak.
Okay.
There's another certain YouTuber who I think is absolutely very disgusting.
Yes.
And again, I'm not going to mention a name, but the video that he put out yesterday about Helen Baby.
Yes. Yesterday?
Do you know who I'm talking about?
Not sure. Yesterday?
Well, it's either yesterday or the day before.
Right.
He basically said that he was going to send Helen Baby to Kip's Clips and do some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely foul. That needs to come down, that video.
Mm.
That's disgusting, where he's talking.
You'll have to tell me that. You have to text me that, who it is.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to know. Do I know them? Do I know who they are? Oh, right, it's not who I think.
You might have heard the name,
yeah.
but
I don't get involved anymore, you see. Not interested in it all. It's all just...
We'll look in the chat, look, you'll see.
Life's too short. it is too short. Oh, will I? Let's have a look.
What does this thing keep going off?
What thing?
Sorry, the light keeps going off on my phone, so I can't see the chat.
Ah, right, okay. I'm watching... Oh. I'm watching the chat as well. Let's have a look.
Yeah, you can speak now.
Can I? Thank you. Okay. This is my theme tune. Yeah? Do you remember it? Do you remember them? They used to walk around like that. No? Shut up.
What are we talking about here?
Thunderbirds.
Who?
Oh, hey Tracy. Get in Thunderbird 4. Do you not remember?
Thunderbirds. Ah,
Yeah, man. Come on, be
My
Thunderbirds.
friend.
Come on, let's do fun.
my friend's ex-boyfriend used
Jesus.
to dance like a thunderbird.
Really? That's a good dance, actually. That's the Monster Mash. That's what that is. Jesus. Anyway, God, I'm glad we're laughing now. Oh, right. Lots of buttons here. Don't know which one to press next. Should we play that shit song?
What shit song?
Well, let's not play it. We
No,
forgot.
yes, yeah, we need a break, don't we? Play it. We're gonna play.
It's shit.
Shut up! It's not shit.
Okay.
Listen to what? Listen to the
Look,
flipping words
This
of
man,
the tune.
this man sung some amazing tunes. This is not one of his most amazing.
It's me in the court again. Can't talk, Mackenzie friend. News of the world, phone hack. Compose settle on payback. And what you saying, Prime Minister? Why were your friends so sinister? You wait, I'm gonna finish ya. You fuck. All the press like to fester. They give me joke like Jester. Don't try and test me, go tester. Anywhere I go, I'm in the press go. All the press like to fester. They give me joke like Jester. Don't try and test me, go tester. Anywhere I go, I'm in the press go. All the press love to. All the press like to. All the press live to. All the press love to. All the press like to. All the press live to.
It's all about money and sex and music. Sometimes.
Dirty whack, walk-ins, street spiker, smack, manager, boy like a lag, want a record deal, get hyper, better pull sad man's back, oh, corrupted, BBC, corrupted, David Cameron, corrupted, your party, disrupted. Murder you, bro, you have to go, now you won't need those.
You've got to understand something else as well about hacking, is that you would never ever run a story based on a piece of information from a voicemail.
To-do list, get it done, pay me now, fucking cunt. It's been 3 years, I'll be waiting now. Getting a call, fuck about. Radio 1, the media. Little kids, paedophilia. Jimmy Savile. The party's now!
I work for a film company called Climax Films.
Between the era, it's not a gas. Fucking liar, Andrew Ash. Ian Puddy, Bill Bologna, David Icke, your film's a pony. Higher Mass, Liquidation, Shoulder News, Secret Agent, Cyril Smith, Sidney Cook, Simon Denchel, write a book. All the press like to fester. They give me joke like Jester. Don't try and test me, go tester. Anywhere I go, I'm in the press go. All the press like to fester. They give me joke like Jester. Don't try and test me, go tester. Anywhere I go, I'm in the press go. All the press like to fester. They give me joke like Jester. Don't try and test me, go tester. Anywhere I go, I'm in the press go. All the press like to fester. They give me joke like Jester. Don't try and test me, go tester. Anywhere I go, I'm in the press go. They got a plan to take me out. He knows too much, so shut your mouth. I speak the truth, I tell no lie. They're gonna try and make it look like a suicide. And if I die before I wait, I pray the Lord, lost soul to take. And if I die while I'm asleep, make sure you know it's Downing Street. Everybody follow what the biggie man say. Biggie man say. Biggie man say. Everybody follow what the biggie man say. Biggie man say. Biggie man say. Everybody doing what the biggie man do. Biggie man do. Biggie man do. Everybody doing what the biggie man say. Biggie man. Go away. All the press like to fester. They give me joke like Jester. Don't try and test me, go tester. Anywhere I go, I'm in the press go. All the press like to fester. They give me joke like Jester. Don't try and test me, go tester. Anywhere I go, I'm in the press go. All the press like to fester. They give me joke like Jester. Don't try and test me, go tester. Anywhere I go, I'm in the press go. All the press like to fester. They give me joke like Jester. Don't try and test me, go tester. Anywhere I go, I'm in the press go.
Can you? You can now. I like the woman in her underwear.
That
the
was
music
it.
was shit.
No, I'm not going to say. I think that was his girlfriend at the time.
Mm. She was
I
nice.
think.
Yeah.
I'm not overly. Yeah, I'm not positive on that. But right, let's have a look at some of these comments because I feel like we're ignoring people.
Do you?
I can't see anyone. I've got my glasses off. I can't see.
Tune. Tune!
Are you just on wind up or something?
I love this. What's the matter with you? Don't you like it? What?
I said it's alright.
Obviously not.
It's not Christmas, is it?
Oh, fuck off. It's a tune all year round. Okay. Anyway, right, let's have a look at some of the comments. You're quite right. Let's stop stealing copyrighted music and see what's going on here. Topics. Carl's Crapola wants to know if we have any topics. What's got a hazelnut in every bite? Topic!
What would you like? We can talk about Brian Harvey if you want
We
to.
can talk about anything you want to talk about. That's why we're here. We just come on and have a laugh, really. It does get a bit serious at times, and we can join in with the serious adults, but we also like to be children.
Whoa, I'm getting a boner.
I'm getting a stiffy.
And if anybody out there wants to cause us grief,
Were you born an asshole, or did you work at it your whole life? Either way, it worked out fine, 'cause you're an asshole tonight.
and if I don't understand what you're talking about,
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
and if I want to be particularly disgusting,
And after the spanking, the oral sex.
Well, I could stay a bit longer.
and closing time at the pubs,
Are there any women here today?
and that's about it. Anyway, that's me buttons. What's next? What? I could do a bit more karaoke. I don't
People
want to.
are wanting Mr. Harvey to call in.
Mr. Harvey. Mr. Harvey ain't going to call in to this show, is he? He's
No.
far too special and important to talk to us. We're just here with 12 viewers.
27?
I know. I cut it in half just to so it didn't go to your head. Take your glasses off again,
Do I have
please.
to?
Just take them off again. Smile.
Huh?
Smile.
Smile?
Smile.
What? So you can see all my wrinkles?
You look gorgeous. I was thinking that earlier when you took the glasses off. I thought, God, she's a pretty lady. Although I have seen you without your makeup on. So, yes. Anyway.
Are there any women here today?
Sorry.
It's terrible, isn't it?
I know.
Don't
Let's
it?
read these comments.
Yes.
The boss isn't going to be happy with me. Good job we don't have one. Let's have a look. I'm only going to start here. Helen Baby. Cakesy82, can someone help me out here? Is this a self-help channel? Conspiracy theories, light entertainment? I'm being genuine. Cakesy, it's nothing. It's just us having a laugh. We have no idea where this show goes. We like to base it on opinion rather than fact. We like to talk about anything under the sun. If you've got something you want to talk about, throw a subject in the comments. I will talk about cross-dressing, everything. I'll even talk about my experiences. No, I won't. Well, I might do. Do you remember what I told you earlier?
The lack of Brexit. What
No, I
did you
won't,
tell me
actually,
earlier?
that's a
Oh,
bit-
yes, I do remember what you told me
Nothing
earlier,
wrong with
actually.
it. No, there'll be
Why,
rumours.
would you like
won't
me to repeat it?
No, there'll be rumours. Stop messing
I
about.
was quite shocked.
Yeah, so was I at the time. Anyway, right, let's have a look. So, Casey, I hope that answers your question. Helen Baby, what she says? Helen Baby, as always, says, because he goes on and on, he's determined to turn me against Sparkle, sending me essays as comments, which I don't even read. I didn't like how he derailed my call either. Had a feeling he was going to. You weren't derailed. Come back on, Helen. He didn't derail you at all. I put him on hold and I cut him off accidentally. Nobody derails anybody. You've all got a right to an opinion and a say, unless, oh my God, I'm in trouble. Unless Amanda doesn't think so. Right. She's the boss. She's the boss. The plane boss. The plane. Do you remember that little short bloke?
I will.
Fantasy Island. Do you not remember Fantasy Island? Wait a minute. Fantasy Island was absolutely amazing. Oh man, do you know Airwolf died the other day?
Who? Look, my eye's leaking again. Look
The
at this.
man who
Every time I
played-
come... Right.
The man who
This
flew
isn't
Airwolf.
acceptable.
Okay.
Every time
Is
I
this it?
put anything on my eyes, it leaks
Jesus
all
Christ.
over the show.
It's tight fit.
What?
Tight fit. I was looking for Fantasy Island because there was a little man
sorry
called
about this.
Juju. Here we go. Listen. Here he comes. Listen to this. See if you recall this. It was 1978, mind you. Oh no, that's not it. That's not it. No, I can't find it. He was a little guy called Juju. Oh, he's dead. Oh, 3 years ago. And he said, the plane, boss, the plane. Well, somebody will remember it. I do. Maybe I'm just old. I'm not going to stop being friends with Sparkle, and he can't accept it. Carl's Crapola again says topics. Oh, he said that before. What has a hazelnut and a rebite? Love how Tony Mortimer buries his head in the sand. Emus do that, don't they? Or is it ostriches? Ostriches. Overplayed years ago.
What? Who says that? Who said that?
Jamie Ellis.
All right.
MS1 likes your
Why this
glasses. I
Who
prefer
likes
you
my
with them
glasses?
off. Like your knickers, eh? I was joking. I really didn't mean that. I'm sorry, I don't know where it came from. I'm beside myself. Anyway, right, next. Let's have a look. It's not Christmas. That's Danny. The removal of free TV licenses for over 75s. I don't think it's fair. I think that we should be looking after anybody who's over 65. Actually, anybody who's over 51 should be looked after. That'd be nice. I don't think it's fair to remove free TV licenses for the over 75s. Do you?
What?
No opinion. Never mind. Shame Brian couldn't phone in. Could you invite him to the show? Here, there's an open invite to Mr. Harvey if he wants to ring in. I doubt he will. I don't mind if he does or he doesn't.
I doubt it.
Danny
Do
Baker. They
what?
want to talk about Danny Baker.
He
and
doesn't
his...
need to. He's got his own. If he wants to say anything.
I didn't see
Sorry,
Danny.
my eye.
That's all right. I didn't see.
If he
Danny...
wants to say anything,
Yes.
Brian will go on YouTube and say it himself. He doesn't need to ring into people's shows.
No.
Sorry.
No, it's right. I didn't see Danny Baker when I didn't see the tweet he put out of a chimpanzee in the royal couple's arms, or whatever it was. But I do remember Win, Lose or Draw. Do you remember that? He had a TV show. He's very good at that, and he's a very good broadcaster. Unfortunately, he made what he thought was a joke, which wasn't. It's a bit racist.
Oh, this is the thing that Kaz had done a video on earlier, isn't it?
I don't know.
I
Didn't see.
Yeah, Kaz, I think. Am I right, Kaz? She done a video on this whole hoo-ha about Danny Baker, but I know nothing about it. I haven't even looked at it yet, so I don't know what he's meant to have done.
All right then.
Oh, I don't even know who he is, to be honest.
Well, listen. Have we run out of shit to say?
What we was going to talk about Brian Harvey. Let's talk about Brexit then.
Oh, I don't want to talk about Brexit. It's happening in October, apparently. Or not, as the case may be. See, you got all wound up about Brexit as well.
I did, and I wanted to do a show about it, didn't I? This thing's hurting my ear. I wanted to do a show about it, but then I couldn't. We couldn't, could we? We just couldn't
face
both get our heads together at the same time. So, and then now I haven't been keeping up with it since they done the second stupid illegal thing, extension thing till October, I think it is. I haven't kept up with what's going on. All I can say is Robin Tilbrook is the guy that is the guy that's taking the government to court.
Yep.
Well, him, and he's got barristers and stuff like that going on. But yeah, they've raised quite a lot of money for this court case.
Oh.
Based on the Gina Miller thing. What are you doing?
I'm burning myself on your fag. Yeah. Oh, look, I'm behind you.
Why am I all the way over there then?
I didn't know I could get behind you.
I thought a bit. Oh, there you go.
Yes. Sorry. Anyway. Yes.
So yeah, if anybody's interested in seeing what's going on there, that's Robin Tilbrook. You can just put his name into Twitter. I think there's a YouTube channel called Daddy Dragon,
Right.
He does a few updates with Robin Tilbrook, telling us what's going on with the court case and that for those that aren't on Twitter or Facebook.
Somebody said I iron my face. I don't get that comment. What does that mean? I iron my face. Anybody know what me ironing my face is all about? Apparently Clips said that about me, that I iron my face.
I've no idea.
I iron my face. That would hurt. Anyway, sorry. On to serious matters.
Yeah, so Brexit, I haven't really been keeping up with it, but I've had my polling card through for the MEP elections, and I will be voting UKIP.
Okay.
Had enough of Conservative and Labour, and you said to me earlier you're not going to vote, Calder.
No, I'm not going to vote. Can't be asked. They're all a bunch of tossers. All of them. Tossers. Why would you bother? Why would you bother? Honestly.
Well, because if you don't, then those that I can understand where you're coming from, because it's like, well, we voted to leave, so why haven't we left? It's like a vote means nothing. But then if you don't vote, then you're just leaving it to those who. Well, you can't really have a say, can you? I suppose.
No.
If you don't vote.
No, I suppose. But I just can't be asked. I've got too much going on in my life at the moment to deal with. Well, I've got one major problem, but I'm dealing with it.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. Can't be asked. I'm giving up on the old fathers for a little while. Got one court case coming up in June, I think, and then that's my last one. I've had enough. I've helped 18 families through court. Not made a penny out of it. Cost me blood, sweat and tears. Never again. I've done my bit there. Anyway.
Can anybody take any more of Brexit?
No, exactly. I just wish it would happen, really.
Yeah.
I'm fed up with talking about it, hearing about it, you know.
What else have we got? Can we chat about Keith Flint and the dangers of suicide amongst celebrities?
Can we? Let's have a look.
I don't know. I don't know.
You keep reading. Keith Flint, yeah? Keith Flint. Hang on a second. Can you read the screen when I put anything up, Amanda?
The screen?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Keith Flint, prodigy. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at this. Bear with me a second. Let's have a look. Ginseng tea. An inquest has declined to rule that Keith Flint's death was a suicide, The Guardian reports. We will never quite know what was going on in his mind on that date, a coroner said. The prodigy singer had unspecified amounts of cocaine, alcohol and codeine in his system when his body was found at his home in March. She said. The week after his death, a coroner confirmed Flint had died by hanging, but not whether he intended to take his own life. Explaining her open conclusion, the coroner said, "I've considered suicide. To record that, I would have to have found that, on the balance of probabilities, Mr. Flint formed the idea and took a deliberate action knowing it would result in his death. Having regard to all the circumstances, I don't find that there's enough evidence for that." She also found insufficient evidence to rule his death an accident, in which he may have been larking around, and it all went horribly wrong. Yesterday, May 7th, the prodigy wrote on Twitter, "It's been a tough time for everyone over the last few weeks since Keith's passing. If you're struggling with depression, addiction, or the impact of suicide, please do not suffer in silence. The prodigy fully support the campaign to improve mental health for all." Interesting. I didn't know about that story. Now I do. Funny, isn't it? Well, not funny, but a bit odd that they won't class it as a suicide, even though he was found hanging. But that's the drugs. Ah, there's a pussy in the show. I've been after a bit of pussy for a while. Meow. Sorry.
This is Jude.
You're
This
just
is
so
my
rude.
big boy.
Jude? Is that Jude?
This is Jude.
Oh, what a lovely name for a cat. I love that name. Why would you call your cat Jude?
Because he was so handsome I called him Jude after Jude Law.
Okay. Song for the cat.
Hello, Jude.
That's meant to be Hey Jude. It's not though, is it?
No.
Hey Jude,
Meow.
Don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better.
Do you think these pills are affecting me?
Remember to learn the
I could have been a singer. Brian Harvey can fuck off. Hello. I'll sing like he did. Anyway, okay. Let's get rid of that. Right, I am, yeah, well, we've discussed the prodigy. Helen Baby, I don't condone violence, but a fair managed fight. How's Mia? You got one called Mia? Oh, ow.
Yeah, I've got one called.
Now, listen, did you have anything else to talk about? Because otherwise I'm going home.
No.
I think I'm going to go home. What do you think?
Okay. Yeah.
We'll plan it better next time. Guys, Yellow Submarine,
God.
thank you very much for watching. She's run out of things to talk about, and I am knackered. I'm going to bed to dream about things unknown. All of my own as well. And I haven't got a pussy here. Or a dog. Nothing. If anybody out there's... no, never mind. Anyway. All right. Listen, I'll ring you in a minute. We'll talk about it, all right? All right? We'll talk
Please
about...
don't.
You're so funny. Okay. Good night, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. I've chosen the final song, and it's amazing. That's all I can say. Thank you to everybody who rung in. Thank you for taking part. Thank you to my mum, and thank you to every Prime Minister in history for paying for my nappies. I don't know. What, oh, and thank you, Durex. Durex, you've made people happy all around the world. True, true. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
No, no fear. I'll still be here tomorrow. Bear my ear. I'm not gonna go away. You are love, so why do you shed a tear? No, no fear. You will see heaven from here. I'll shelter you. I'll make it alright to cry. And you'll help too. 'Cause the faith in myself has run dry. We are love, and I just wanna hold you near. No, no fear. We will see heaven from here. I see real love in your eyes, and it fills me up when you start to cry. Wish to make it more easier to follow. And I've been caught with nothing but love on my mind.